Welcome back to Dumox Chess. No long preamble today. I think we'll just jump right into the game and see how it goes. Pretty soon I'll start putting out videos doing book reviews, starting with Yasser Seirawan's series for beginners, which is right about where we are skill-wise. But yeah, for now, let's just go ahead and see if we can't rustle up an opponent and see what kind of game we get today. And we're going to be black, playing against Omar. Let's see what kind of background Omar has. Okay, Omar's played a lot of chess. But, okay, not the most advisable opening, Omar. Okay, well, yeah, well, right. Let's, it's just funny. Let's just defend with the bishop, whatever. So, well done, Omar. Let's kick that queen out of there. It'd be nice to be able to continue to harass the queen, but we got some time to catch up on. So let's slow our roll for just a minute here. This seems to be a line that Omar is very familiar with, very comfortable with. Attempted to keep kicking his queen around. But that's probably not a great move, probably something that the engine would not advise, because you're putting your knight on the edge of the board. You're cutting off its range. It's half of its possible squares are gone. But we're thinking too much, and we don't have a whole lot of other options at the moment. Well, yeah, actually, I guess we could attempt to blow open the center, even though we're down a piece. Heck. Let's blow open the center. Okay, Omar likes playing real fast. Real fast does Omar like playing. So we don't... Right. Yeah, we're getting our butts kicked here, unfortunately. I was gonna open the video saying today I was gonna focus on having a normal game. No weird or funky or stupid openings, but that's just been utterly shattered. Because that's what we've got, is a pretty silly game so far. Yeah, heck. That was an interesting move on my part. Obviously, this knight is vulnerable, but so is his knight, but his queen is under threat, and he just lost the game. So, yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to learn a ton from this one, other than, you know, pretty silly play on my part. Pretty silly play, but we've bounced back. Obviously, we're taking advantage of some miscalculations on Omar's part. Still a little bit of danger. He's got enough pieces to be semi-dangerous, and he's resigned. Okay, well, I don't even know that we'll necessarily do the analysis right off the bat. Maybe we gotta, maybe we should just do another game. Well, let's just do another game. Why not? Jomar Zito is who we're playing. A flat 1200 suggests a new account, and it is a new account with 0 games and 1 puzzle completed and a very strange opening. So we'll go ahead and take advantage of Jomar not focusing on the center. What is going on? you know, this probably is also not going to be a very inspired game. Being a little aggressive here. We're being a little aggressive. I'm tempted to fianchetto this bishop. But that's silly. That's silly. There's no cause for that. But yeah, so at this point, I think the strategy for this game. Oh, geez. Okay, so if I push, you're gonna attack that pawn. If I don't push, I need to defend that pawn perhaps a bit better. Okay. Tempted to do something tricky like this, which will probably draw one of his center pawns out. This is probably not a good move. This is probably the sort of move that... See, okay, yeah, so let's do some thinking here. If you push this pawn, then I need to bounce this queen out of there because the queen will be under threat. But that's easy enough to parry. Let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, Omar, just not the, let's do this. Let's just keep mounting this attack, well, right, that's probably not the wisest either. Oh, what do we want to do here? It'll be interesting when Omar gets his queen out. He's definitely kicking our butts time-wise. Interesting choice. I think this is going to be darn close to game. Not quite, because he's still got his queen, obviously, but... Do I have a possible mate here? Not really, no. This ought to put him in a thorny position. Obviously, I'm not really interested in trading queens at this point. I mean, that would be fine, but I'm more interested in bringing this game to a swift resolution, which it looks like I just did. And yeah, it looks like I had a blunder in that game. We're now at 1100. That's, let's just be mindful that this is a brand new account, so ratings are going to fluctuate a lot more than once we've got 50 plus games under our belt. So that 1100 is a little bit deceptive. It's not as though I'm going to keep on picking up 50 points a game and we'll be at 1400 no problem. But yeah, that was not a great game, not a very instructive game, but let's just jump into the analysis real quick here. Or rather, game review. Yeah, just curious to see what that blunder was primarily. I'm very confident that we made a blunder, probably a missed mate, but the accuracy not that bad, better than I would have thought. Um, yeah, that is a bad move. That's what I thought as well. Looks like our coach liked my opening. That's nice. Oh, geez, Louise. And that was indeed a boo-boo. I lost my winning advantage. Okay. What ought I have done? I'm going to guess I should have pushed my e-pawn. And I should have. Wow. Yeah, that really would have crippled him. Not the best move, though. Not the best move. Let's try again before we have it show us the best move. Hmm. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I feel like e4 is pretty strong. What would you have me do, computer? What about developing a knight? It's taken a long time to think. It's excellent, so that's a step up. Still not the best move, though. So if the engine likes me developing in this position, and it really likes knight development, but it doesn't like bishop c5, perhaps it would be excited about my light squared bishop moving to e6. Let's see how that move fares. About the same, actually, so still not the best move. Okay, I'm going to suppose that perhaps it is inviting me to move my dark squared bishop, which would have the advantage of opening me up for a kingside castle. It just doesn't like c5. b4 feels a bit aggressive, and I don't really know what advantage there would be to that, but let's see how that processes. Yeah, it's good to get your pieces out, says the computer. You're not doing too bad. D6? I don't know. I'm not seeing the best move here. I'm considering... No, that's not it either. All right. Well, we're not gonna get it. I don't think. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think we already tried this move. Bishop to e6. I feel like we already tried that. Maybe it wants me to do something with my queen. I don't know what that would be exactly. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought that was a fairly decent move. Although we're going to have to go back. After we find the best move, we're going to have to go back and figure out why that was a blunder, I think. Don't want to make this a terribly long video because these were both not very helpful games. But I'm running out of ideas. Where did my... Yeah, let's just look at the best move. Okay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Putting pressure on the f2 pawn, defended only by the king. And yeah, you'd have a couple options for attack here. Pushing this knight up, pushing this bishop out. But either way, this queen, yeah, point taken. That's a powerful square, h4, when the g pawn is passed for white, because how are you going to kick me? You'd have to find a way of developing your queen. I'm right up in your kingside's business. So yeah, point taken, lesson learned. Let's see this blunder. Right, okay, great point. So the blunder comes with this move, which simultaneously threatens my queen and my bishop. And basically, I'm darn lucky that Jomar didn't see that, because it turns out what I thought was a bit, maybe not clever, but I thought, oh yeah, I'm putting some good pressure on this f2 pawn here. It turns out that was reckless and lacking foresight. And that's funny because I'd even discussed the possibility of him pushing his d pawn while I was considering the move. So, boy howdy, still still just a long ways to go to getting my chops back, and really just being able to read the board with any kind of depth, because that was a tremendously huge miss on my part. Very lucky win. Thanks for the game, Jomar, and whatever the other guy's name was. And yeah, we'll call it quits there. We'll see y'all next time.